But just like in any totalitarian way, they have people in fancy dress uniforms who are actually normal people like us. But who are you defending? I have some very, very funny ideas as to who the people in the big elites actually are. Are they actually human? I say you judge a human being by their actions, and they might not be human beings. One thing for sure, they are psychopaths, and they love inbreeding with one another. Keep it in the family, keep those bad vibrations in the DNA. I know David Icke says they're something else, but one thing we can all agree on, they are psychopaths.
36.
And the funny thing about, George Bush and Barack Obama, they're actually cousins of the Queen. And they all go back to Charlemagne. Did I pronounce that right? Charlemagne? Yeah. Charlemagne. Who, was one of the big Illuminati guys hundreds of years ago. So why is it that it's the same blood mafia running the world nowadays that it was? Surely in America they say anyone can be president. It just so happens it helps if you have dodgy blood and are a member of Skull and Bones.
And several $1 million.
I'm very offended by the shut gates. It's not like we were going to do anything, really. This is a message to the police. This is the love police. We have you under surveillance. You are on camera. You will appear on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all very dangerous. They've actually cordoned off the other side with traffic cones and a police car. We have caused a major terrorist incident here in central London. That's it. But to the police here, I thought we were in the business of expelling Israeli diplomats, not protecting them. I have brought my British passport. Perhaps they would like to borrow it. To go and dance with some people in Dubai hotel rooms.
This guy hugs police. He's a member of the police hugging department.
This is a message to the Metropolitan Police. Are any of you Freemasons?
Outside Parliament.
I am a slave mason. Are you a Freemason? Ladies and gentlemen, I have a theory about people who join secret societies. It's the same reason why people drive Ferraris. They have small penises. And it's easier to get women and to get ahead in business and politics if you are a Freemason. Just like it's easier to get ahead with women and power and politics if you have money.
I mean, we're not condoning that. No, we're not here to attack anybody.
This is the Love Police Small Penis Inspection Team.
That's what happens, like, you're in school, you're in a fight, who hit who? Oh, well, you hit me. Oh, so why did you hit him?
We told you this isn't a protest. It's far too stupid to be a protest. We recommend the police call for reinforcements. It gives us more people to hug.
So that's what it's all about.
My name is not important, neither is where I'm from, neither is my skin colour, because people judge people like that nowadays. But I watched a video the other day which really inspired me to come here and to say what I feel, because some things aren't right, some things are, and some things are just plain stupid, which are probably the most fun things. I watched a video the other day called A Wake Up Call, and there was a... And the last part of it was really inspirational for me, because it was like, it was comparing it to the Nazis and the Jews. And what was happening was Hitler was saying that everything was the Jews' fault. The Jews are bad, get rid of the Jews, no more problems, okay? And the Jews didn't complain, they didn't say anything, they didn't bother. Then Hitler said that they all had to wear the little stickers to say that they're the Star of David, to say that they're Jews, to prove like, yeah, you are a Jew, stay out, right? Now, I might be getting some of this wrong, I'm not a very good historian I'm actually only 17 years old, but... And the Jews didn't complain. They didn't bother. After that, their windows got smashed. Their windows actually got smashed. But they still didn't complain. They didn't do anything. They were either too scared or they just thought, no, we can't antagonize them even more. We can't make the situation worse. Then they were putting them in the concentration camps. At what time do we say that enough is enough? At what time do we say that what is happening now, that I'm not going to take it?
No.
Now! Now is the time to change things, because if we don't start now, then it's just going to get worse and worse. If now is the time, how many people are going to actually come, use the microphone, say what they feel and actually try and change something instead of sitting at home with your fat McDonald's meal, watching mainstream media and being a slob?
On YouTube recently, which had a US Marine division, a platoon of men, and they were trying to train up these young Afghan soldiers. And the biggest problem was motivation. And the cameraman kept following around the American Marines, confiscating joints and spliffs from all the Afghan soldiers. Because it's true, as Bill Hicks says, marijuana doesn't make you lazy, it just makes you realize how most things are not worth doing. There's a big difference. And putting on a ridiculous uniform and a bulletproof jacket, picking up a rifle and shooting other fellow human beings who have no idea who they are for big oil industries, that is the most ridiculous thing ever. But when the mainstream media keeps you in a position of fear, keeps you nice and controlled and terrified, you will do as you are told.
Freedom, happiness, peace, plenty and bliss. Namaste.
I'd like to thank you very much. It was getting a bit political, which, as we all know, politics is an illusion which we invent ourselves. And we're actually, when I started ranting about Israelis and bombings, I was falling into the same trap that they want me to fall into, which is being negative and being fearful about it. And saying, oh, it's so scary. But anyway, you're absolutely right. Every single one of us is the manifestation of the one infinite consciousness, split subjectively 7 billion or 6.8 billion ways on planet Earth, so that the one consciousness can experience every single love and fear and hate and passion and chaos and rubbish and good, because it wants to learn. And also the one infinite consciousness, it gets a bit lonely, so it likes to split itself into lots of sentient beings and have lots of love, because that's what we really want. Because no one wants to be lonely, not even God. And God is probably the loneliest being of all. So if I was God, I would just invent, 7 billion human beings and forget who I was so I could find out all over again. Because it's quite good fun. And what I would also do if I were God, I would put lots of lovely plants and mushrooms around the world, which would help me scrub my brain of all the bullshit and help me realize again what I was, what power I had. So, yeah, also, if life is one big game, and it probably is, I don't know for sure, but how challenging and how interesting that in our game, which we invented for ourselves, our adversaries, our end-of-level bosses, are these big scary Illuminatis and Freemasons and MI6 and Mossad. And I couldn't design this video game better if I tried, because if it wasn't for these challenges, I would have nothing to do, really. What would I do, exactly? So, I'd just like to say thank you to all the negativity for helping wake everyone up. I think time is accelerating towards the alignment of the planets. I have no idea what 2012 is going to signify, but what I reckon, it will be an upgrade of the video game Matrix. Nothing bad's going to happen, nothing spectacularly good's going to happen, but my personal feeling is the architect of the Matrix will bring in UFOs and aliens into the game, and that will probably wake even more people up.